So can you all able to hear me, or and can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a sample program, how it look like. You can see here, we are just displaying some message here on last second line. You can see display welcome to mainframe world. So this is a program structure of COBOL. So if you see the features of the COBOL, so it is like English like language. So you will have words like all English words. So if you see here in this, you can see identification, division, and program ID, author, date, written, the environment, so configuration, source computer, object computer. So display means this general keyword. It will display the message to us like that. So stop, run. These are all English words only. You don't need to by heart anything. You just if you just need to know the meaning of that. What not meaning. Yeah, you just need to remember the words. So what can be used here. So if you see the word, mostly you will understand what the statement will do. Okay, that like that it will be easy to understand. It is English like language, and it is the structural language. So it has structure so it has the structure of this COBOL program is look like this. So it has divisions, and then under divisions it has sections. Under sections it will have a paragraphs. So under paragraphs it will have sentences or statements. So finally statement is executable. So all above they are just to segregate the code. So for readability, if any someone has developed a program, if some other person, if he come and if he want to see understand what the program is doing, this structure will help. So they will understand what is what like that. So like that. um, so the code is distributed among these sections, we can say. Okay. So for variable declaration we have separate division, separate section, only for variable declaration. For just basic information, like you see here, identification division, it has like program ID, that means program name. So author means who written that program, and date written, when that program is written, when that program is compiled, date compiled. So like that basic identification, identifiable information that will present under identification division. So like that it has it is a structured program. Okay. So for files and all, it will have some file section. So whatever files used in that program, so we declare that under file section like that. For each type of item, so we have separate section, separate division like that. So we have to follow that structure. Okay. So that is simple only. Total we have four divisions. So so I will explain that. So it looks like this. So under divisions you have sections. It can be optional. So based on type of statement, if we are using some particular thing, so then only if it is required particular section, then only we use that section. Otherwise that section is not required like that. So optional. So divisions, under divisions we have sections, inside sections we have paragraphs like that. So finally we have statements which are executable. Okay. So basically we have just will show you. So we have four divisions total. So four divisions we have named as identification division. So which will have program identifiable information. Okay. It will contain program identifiable information. So then we have environment division. So it will have the input and output. So what is the input to the program? What is the output to the program? We mentioned that information here under environment division. So in this identification division, it will not have any sections. Okay. So it will have directly the word like paragraphs we call them. It will have like paragraph program ID. So I mean that means it will tell the uh, the name of the program. Okay, so for example, I am writing program 1, and it will have author who written that program, like that. So I will write something that the author name, like that. So it will have these things, basic things. Okay, so environment division, it will have the sections like uh, configuration section. So it will tell, so the machine configuration, so on which machine this program is going to execute. Okay, so it will have like source computer. So these are all IBM computers, right? So that computer machine model number we can use, that is optional. So all these are optional, not all this. So this is mandatory. Identification division, program ID, these two are mandatory. And this environment division, this is optional. So whenever there is, when any file used in the program, then only we use this one. Okay, this configuration section also, if we want to mention the source computer name and for example computer, so we can mention some IBM computer model, IBM something like 3231, 321, something like that. We can mention it. This is optional. Okay, so like this structure we have. So where we compile that program, where we are. So after compilation, we get object code. So that will be used to execute that program. So where we compile that, like that, we can mention this. These are optional. We don't use this in general. Okay, so then we have data division. So where we do variable declaration. Okay, data division, here we declare the variables. So it is used for variable declaration. So all variables, whatever used in the program, we declare them under this division. Okay, I will just show you sample program. What is variable, by that you can understand. Like if you are even not from computer background, you can understand like what is variable, what is program, and how we use these division sections and all. Okay, so this is we used for variable declaration. Okay, under this we have different sections like file section, and this is to declare file variables especially. So when the topic comes, you will understand. For file variables, we use this. So just now, just right now, just you can remember these things. So divisions, only basic division names. Identification division. This is environment division. So here it is used to mention the computer models, and we can input output files, input or output file declaration, output files of program. Okay, so we declare here input output files in environment division itself. Okay, declare input output files of the program. So we will come to know that in later sessions how they look like, the declaration and all. Okay, so this is for file declaration and for specifying computer models and all. This data division is for variable declaration. Okay, so this is for identifiable information. There's program identification information here. So we have, so under this final division, so this is one division, we can say 4 division, right? So this is one. Under this we have these things, and this is 2. So we have these sections. So under this is third one, and fourth one is procedure division. Okay, procedure division. So here it is like main division. Like in other language it will be like a main para, if you see C or any other language. So it is a main division where program execution will start. So program execution will start from procedure division. Okay, so whatever variable, uh, whatever logic we use here under procedure division, so if any variable used in that logic, that variable should be defined under this data division already. So that is the purpose of these all divisions. Okay, so So we'll write a COBOL program. Okay. So before writing the COBOL program, so I will tell like uh, so to write this program we need something, right? So in normal computer, so personal computer, so I have notepad, I have written this in notepad like that. On mainframe also, what we have on mainframes like that we can discuss before going to writing program. Okay. So on mainframe system we have data sets. Okay. On like on normal computer, how we have files like Excel file, Word file, PowerPoint, Notepad, like these are files, right? In normal computer, personal computer like that. On mainframe computer also we have files, so these are called as data sets. Okay. There are mainly two data sets we have, PS and PDS. PS stands for physical sequential data set, PDS stands for partition data set. Okay. So data sets, so these are used to store data. So PS, this PS data set, this we call it as uh, it can be called as file. Okay. So it store the data similar to Excel sheet in normal computer. Okay. It contains the data same as Excel sheet. Excel on normal computer. Okay. So if you take, if you want to um, note anything, if you take any small shop or anything, so they will maintain Excel sheet to put data. Like I said, example like school, if small school is there, they will have student details in Excel sheet. The student number, student name, student parent, parent name, like contact number, address, phone, like those details. So like how Excel sheet has the data, same way we have data on mainframe computer in PS dataset. That is PS dataset is called as, we can simply call it as file, PS file. Okay. So PS dataset can be called as PS file. Okay. So then we have PDS dataset. PDS stands for partition dataset. Okay. So it can be called as library. Okay. PDS library we can say. So PS dataset can be called as file. So I will share these notes. It will be useful for you to refer after the class also, if you have anything, if you didn't catch the points. Okay. So this PDS dataset called as PDS library. Okay. It is like it is same as, so it contains members. Okay. Members. Uh, so we can compare this PDS library like same as folder in normal computer, same as folder. Okay, so if you see normal computer, you will have folder. Inside the folder, you will have some files like notepad and anything. So here, instead of files, it will contain members. These members are nothing but programs. Programs are any other things like code, like we can say program, COBOL program or JCL like that. These are the members. We will have members inside this PDS library. Okay. So just I'm comparing this with normal computer components. Okay. So let's see, let's log into mainframe and we'll explain how they look like. Okay. So so to write the program, first what we have to do, we have to create a PDS dataset. Nothing but PDS library we have to create. Okay. So for that, so to log into mainframe, so we use a software that is called as emulator. Okay. So this is the software. Here you can see Vista 32 Vista TN 3270. So this is the emulator software. So we call it as emulator. Okay, to connect to mainframe server, we use emulator. So using this, we connect to mainframe. Mainframe computer. Okay, it will be like big computer, series of computers residing on data center of the company. Okay, so we log into this mainframe computer from our personal computer. Okay, so this is just can you all go on mute? Whoever is not speaking. Okay, so yesterday you have seen, right? I have explained. Sorry, can you guys able to see my screen still? Screen కనిపిస్తుందా? Okay, so these are the modern days mainframe computers. So it is like series of computers or servers, we can say anything. They are connected like this. So to this we connect from our personal computer like this way. So it can allow multiple users. So at a time it can allow multiple users to log in. Okay, so to connect to mainframe, we use emulators software. Okay, so this is the emulator software. So when I click on this software, so here we have to initially we have to give the IP address and all that of that server. Okay, so I want to connect to the server which is having IP address this one. So 192.86. Something. So if I connect, so you can see here it is connected to the server now. So here I can log into mainframe. So in mainframe environment, we have two different things like so like I said, so on mainframe uses ZOS, Z operating system. Okay, so mainframe uses Z operating system. So like how Windows use how a normal computer, how we have Windows operating system, same mainframe computer use Z operating system. Okay, we call it as simply ZOS. Okay, so when you log into this ZOS, Z operating system, we have the environments. We call it as like TSO and ISPF. So TSO, it is a time sharing option. So TSO means time sharing option. So this feature will allow multiple users to log in to mainframe system at a time. Okay, so this is default. TSO is default, so it is not visible to us. TSO, this environment. So this is option we just use when you log in. We can just use TSO, this prefix TSO word sometimes. This is default. This is invisible to the developer. We cannot see this TSO environment. Okay, but that is default. So ISPF, it is the uh, ISPF, it is the interactive display screens. So we can, if you log into mainframe, you can see ISPF screens. So ISPF stands for, it is a set of screens. Okay, set of screens through which we navigate on mainframe computer. Okay, so like normal computers, we cannot use like double click, like we don't cursor like double click like that, it will not work. So if you want to open any file in normal computer, how we do, you have to double click on some file, Excel or folder like that. So in mainframe, it is not like that. So we have to use, it is like command level. So we have to give the command and we have to go to particular screen and we have to give the file name and also. So that set of screens we call it as ISPF screens. Okay. So if you connect, this is the server. So I'm connecting to mainframe now. So here, so TSO option I'm prefixing, and so my login ID. So this is my login ID. Let me connect. It is giving error. Okay, this is the correct right one. Okay. So this is the uh, mainframe server I'm connecting. So I have different IP addresses. So I have taken different IDs. So we bought this ID from a vendor. So where we have a mainframe server located in United States. So to that we are connecting from personal computer now. Okay. So I am using here options. So in mainframe we have regions. So on normal computer, how we have uh, LPARs. LPARs means we have drives, right? So on C drive, D drives, E drive, like that, how we have drives, like logical partitions. Like that, on mainframe we have LPARs. So we can just call them as LPARs. Okay. So we connect and log into particular LPAR. Okay. Like we'll say, so mainframe, I will just write here mainframe environments. So it has JDOS and it has TSO feature. So it will allow multiple users to log in at a time, and it has ISPF set of screens, and it will have LPARs, logical partitions. So LPARs are same as uh, drives in normal computers. Like C, you can have like C, D drives on normal computer. Okay. So here, so we call these LPARs as regions also. Okay. LPARs, you can call them as regions. Same as drives means nothing but logical partitions. LPAR stands for logical partition. Okay. So we'll write here itself. LPAR stands for logical partition of the storage, you can say, our mainframe computer. So mainframe have LPARs. Okay. So here I'm logging into this TSO region, TSO LPAR. This region I'm logging in. So TSO, and so I have to log in as TSO mate AC is my ID, my login ID. So I will share these login IDs with you to practice. Okay. So here after you enter login ID, the last password. So I'm giving that one. Oh, there is some issue with this. It is not working today. Yeah, I think the server is under maintenance. It is not working. It will take time to, so we need to wait for some time. So, okay, we'll explain, we can code that program and all. We'll do that in next session at least. So I will just, so if you have any doubts, we can discuss now. Anyone has any doubts? So the COBOL coding it look like this. So we can discuss about variables and all today. So we can start coding from Monday. Okay, right? Okay. So COBOL coding sheet, we call it as coding sheet. Okay. So if you see, if I create the PDS library and if I show you that, so you can understand that easily. So right now we can just discuss about variable types and all. Okay. So we'll write a simple program here in Notepad. Then we'll execute that same one on Monday in mainframe. Okay. So for example, I want to. So we have already a program, right? So this is a program simple. You can see here. So we have coding sheet, like if you see, this will be like, let's assume these are as columns. Okay. So you can see in this screen, you can see sequence numbers, area A, area B. So it do not have columns here, but so general mainframe system, so it will have columns. Columns means you can see the data in, sorry, if you, for example, let's assume this is column 1, column 2, 3, 4, this is 5, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this columns we have. So we have to follow the coding rules. So like that, let's take few columns. So so this will be column 1. This will be column 5. This will be like column 10. Like for every plus we have adding plus 5. Okay. So here when we code, we have to start coding like from column 8 we start. So we leave first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, first 6 bytes we leave for sequence numbers. So you can see here first six bytes. So everything in mainframe, everything is treated as byte, like every character. So main data is, so have muted all. So to store data, so memory will be calculated in mainframe. Calculated in bytes. Okay. So like every 1 byte of memory is used to store one character or one digit or one number, anything like that. Store one character. Okay. So character, it can be anything like A, B, like that, anything. Okay. Or anything. One character or number or any special characters, or we can say symbols. Like symbols means like plus or minus or anything like slash, ampersand, these are all symbols. Okay. To store anything, it will take 1 byte memory. Okay. So one character or number, 1, 2, or any number. So it will use 1 byte memory. Okay. Like that, we treat everything in bytes. We use the word bytes only. So here it will, so it is one column, right? It will, so here we treat as columns only. So first six uh, first 6 columns we leave for, sorry, it is not taking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it is not giving more. we'll use stars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first 6 columns. These columns we use only for sequence numbers. So here we will have the sequence numbers like 0, 0, 0, 1, like 0, 0, 0, 2, like this. Statement number of lines we can say. Okay, it is working here. So sequence numbers we use for first 6 columns. We just use to mention sequence numbers. Seventh column it is for special purpose. Okay, so I want to comment, add, write some comment. Then I keep star at seventh column. Okay, so I'm just writing sample program. Just I will write a comment like hello world. Write a program to display a message like hello world. So this is a comment. So to write the comment, I use seventh column. In seventh column, I keep star. Okay, like that. So then, so actual coding we do from column 8. So seventh is for special purpose, right? Like so, actual coding we start from column 7 here. So you can see here. So identification division. So this program ID, this data division, this section, and also we start coding from column 8. So let's write identification division. So like that, we write the program. So I will use mainframe. So we'll copy this same one. So I will just use few things. I don't need all these things. So I will just use program ID. Program ID. So my program ID will be like PGM1 I am giving. Then I am like, so these numbers automatically will come. We don't need to give these numbers. In mainframe, if you log in, this will automatically come. Okay. So I want to I want to do some calculation. Okay. I want to do some A into B and I want to get that output displayed. Okay. So for that, I have to use the variables, variable A. Okay. So variable A. So variable A, I'm giving using here. So this is a variable declaration, how we have in mainframe. Okay, variable A, I want to give the size 2 bytes. Okay, so value I'm giving here to this, I am giving 20. Okay, then I want to take another variable 01 variable B, and this variable B size will be again I want to take 2 character 2 bytes. So this value I'm giving here something I'm giving like 10. Okay, so this is variable declaration. So for this variable declaration we have to use data division. Okay, under data division we have to declare these variables. So I will remove this sequence number. We don't, that will automatically come, so we don't need to give here. So data division under this, so for temporary variables we use working storage sections. So under data division, we have 3 sections. So based on variable type, so if it is temporary variable, just I am using for display purpose, right? So it will be treated as temporary variable. So I will use working storage section for this. Okay, working storage section. This is for temporary variables. So variable A, variable B I have declared. Now I want to perform the operation. So actual operation will start from procedure division. Operation means execution. Okay, I want to perform execution. So procedure division, I will code here, and under this I will write the actionable statements. So I will use compute. This is a statement. So compute means what? So it will compute. It will do computation. Calculate the formula whatever we give. So I am using a variable C. C equal to A star B. So mean it will, so it will do A into B. Star means into here. Or simply I will use A plus B I want to use. Okay. So C is also variable, right? So before using C here, I have to declare C also. Okay, so I have to declare another variable C. 01 variable C. Pick pick is called a picture class. So it will pick 2 bytes from the memory for this variable. It will pick and assign these 2 bytes to the C variable. Okay. So here I'm not giving any value for C because it is output variable. Okay. So yeah, are you all following me? Are you have any doubts so far?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. So it is simple, very simple language. It is not like we don't have any oops concept or it is not like object oriented language. It is direct straightforward. So we define the variables like this and we do program execution like this. So I'm doing a plus b. So this is output variable. I'm not assigning giving any value here. So value class, this is called value. So it will assign the value, this value to this variable. Okay. So here this is called as level numbers. So in COBOL we have level numbers like 01 to 49 level numbers we have. So purpose of level numbers I will come to know in later session. So level numbers we use in COBOL 01 to 49, and we have special level numbers like 66, 77 and 88. So that is not required now. So just you will just see. So level 01 means all are same level variables. Okay. So I am computing this a plus b, c equal to a plus b I want to do, and then I want to display this value in output. So I will use display in quotes. I will write value of c. So value of c means, so in quotes whatever we keep, it will print this as constant. Okay. So you can add anything, any statement here. You can add your name also. It will print as it is if you keep in quotes. Okay. And then we have to give the variable name here. If we give variable name, it will print the value inside this variable. Okay. So then I will do stop run. I will tell stop execution. So this is a simple program, simple calculating, computing a plus b, and I am displaying that value. Okay. So this is nothing but if we do manually. So how we do? So we have to take a equal to a. So in school days, how we used to do? We have to take the value a equal to, and we'll take sorry 20, right? So 20 and b equal 10, and we write this on paper and we do something like, so we manually we do, right? So same thing we are doing, with program. That is nothing but language. Okay, there is there is no rocket science like that. So you can, if you know maths, you can learn any language. It will be like this only. So here this is called a variable. So in maths also we have, right, this is variable, and this is called as value, variable value. So this value can change. We can give any value to this variable. Based on that, this input value, this output will change, right? So that's it. We can do this simple thing like that. We can do a lot of things using these variables. Okay, real time. If I will explain like how we in real time what we get. We get, for example, if a person transfers some amount to some other person, some if for example, if we so just have some sample file. So we'll show the difference between a PS file and things. So we receive data in mainframe like in data sets. Data sets means PS data sets. So it PS data sheet is like an Excel sheet. So how we have data in Excel sheet, like for example, employee data is there. So we have data like employee ID, okay, employee name, and employee joining date, or we can have employee salary like that. So this is data. So a company is employee data. So employee ID, it can be like E01 like that, E02 like that. Something can have okay. So joining date can be like 01/01/2021. Okay, so something. So this is all data. So his salary something like 50,000 or something like 60,000. So this is just normal employee data, just assume. So this is all data. So we read the program, COBOL program will read this employee file. Okay, these are the variables in that case. So now I just use the variables ABC right here for simple calculation, A plus B. Same way I read the data. I read this data. I read this employee data. Okay, so same way I will read in the program, read into the program this employee data. This employee data I will read in the program, and so I will declare the variables like employee here. Instead of A, I will declare employee ID, something like employee ID. It is employee ID, right? So what is this employee ID length? It is 3 bytes. I told, right? It is 3 characters, 3 alphanumeric, so alphabet and numeric part. So both it has. So sorry. So forgot to explain one thing here. So here, so A is a variable. So here pick, we have to mention the data type here. So just mention 2, right? 2 is length. So we have to mention data type here. Pick 9 of 2. 9 means numeric. This data is numeric data, like that we will tell. B also pick 9 of 2. C also pick 9 of 2, because these are all numbers, right? Okay. So for numbers, we don't give codes actually. We can give direct value here. Or if it is alphabet, we have to put that in codes. Okay. So this is a simple uh, program which do calculation. So we can even put codes also, but that is optional. So here I want to read this data, this employee file I want to read into COBOL program. In that case, how you do? So I will declare the variables same way. So I will write, let's write same similar program. So I want to write a program to read employee data. Okay. Here I have the variable. So employee ID is a variable. Okay. And employee ID variable, what is the length of this employee ID? It is 3 bytes. So 1, 2, 3. So each character or each number, it will take 1 byte. So we have 1 character, 2 numbers. It will total 3 bytes it will take. So we have 3 data types in mainframe or COBOL. So I will write here COBOL data types. Okay. Data types means, so this is data, right? This is data, employee ID, this is name, this is date, this is salary. This is all data. We call it as data. These are variables. So variables read the data into them, and in that variables are used to do some calculation. So here in this case, these are the variables ABC. ABC variables are used to read this data. What is data here? 2010 is data. And they are using some calculation. Using these variables only, we can do anything on the data. Okay. So like that, data types will be there. So this is, so the types we have like numeric data type and alphabetic data type and alphanumeric data type. Okay. So numeric data types, we represent this with 9. So you can see here 9. Pick 9 of 2 means it will treat this as numeric data type. It will allocate 2 bytes to store this numeric data type. And alphabetic, to represent this alphabetic, we have to give A. So A data type, it will represent alphabetic. For alphanumeric, we have X. So like this, we have these symbols we have to use while at the time of declaring the variables. Okay. So now let's see. So we have employee ID. Employee ID is, what is this? Alphabet and numeric. That means it is alphanumeric data type. So I have to use employee ID pick. So it will pick these many bytes. So X, I have to use alphanumeric, right? That's why. So 3 bytes. It will, in bracket we mention the size of the data, means length of the data, 3 bytes. Okay. Next we have employee name. So I have the variable, another variable, employee name. Okay. So it is alphabet only. We have alphabets here. There is no number. So alphanumeric data type. So we can store anything using this. So it can only store numeric data with this data type. Only alphabetic data. This alphanumeric can store anything, including symbols. Symbols means like minus, plus, comma, plus, or anything. Anything it will store. Okay, including numbers. Alphanumeric means it will for all. Everything we can use alphanumeric. Okay, so what we have? So John, we are just using employee name as alphabet only. Just have letters. So 3 letters. So let's say some other person will have some other name. So total length I am giving 10 bytes. Total 10 bytes. So some names will be like length like more than, this is 3 bytes, this is 5 bytes. So I am giving 10 bytes. So it will use based on this data, it will use those many bytes. Okay, like that. So value here I don't give value because already value is coming from file in that case. So I don't need to give value here. Okay, this file, from this file, these variables will get data. Okay, we don't need to give values here. So I will explain how these files read into program and all in next session. Okay. So like this, we read data from files and we process the data in programs like that. Okay. So, okay, let's continue next session from Monday onwards. So just want to just say one more thing. So the features of COBOL is like, so a third one is missed, right? So it is business oriented language. So for all businesses, this is required. Like it is the first language which was developed to handle business data. So like I said, employee data we can read into programs and we can handle that employee data. Like bank data, customer data, we can read the account number, the amount, the customer name who transferred, to whom he transferred, like that, all the data, like business data. So we can handle in COBOL easily. That's why a lot of businesses they are using on running on mainframe and they are using COBOL. Okay. Okay, guys. And so if you have any doubts, just let me know. We can discuss in 2-3 minutes. Or if you have anything else, we can discuss on Monday also. So I need resumes from all of you, basic resumes and a mobile number and a new the email ID, like what we can use for resume, using resume, and you can use to receive emails and receive calls. Okay, share with me in chart, separate chart. I will work on preparing your resumes. Okay. Yeah, I will share this notepad. Okay, after the class, we'll share in the group. If anyone is not added to WhatsApp group, ping me on my number. So I will just I hope all of you have the number and you are in the group. So 7013150416. You can text me or you can WhatsApp me on this number. I will add you to the group. Okay. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. We can connect again on Monday.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. One more thing. I just I will not be sharing these videos every day. Okay. I will
Okay.
share only at the end of the session, like
Okay.
end of the course only. Okay.